Hi everybody, today we'll start on the bolster. We also have a blanket on the bolster. Welcome in, my name is Louise. I'll put my hips up on the bolster at the same time. You can crisscross your legs below the bolster so that you're rolling also your shoulder blades back towards the mat, the elbow back towards the mat. And you can always switch the cross of your legs as you slowly inhale and exhale. Slowly inhale and exhale through the nose, letting the upper back become a little more heavier and relaxed. The chest relaxing, the stomach relaxing. At the same time, also stretching your belly out of your hips, grounding down into the surface underneath you. From there on, make sure the bolster is underneath your hips as you bring your legs up to the ceiling. You could also separate the legs nice and wide and grab onto the inner legs as you're breathing there. You can also bring your legs up towards your face, over the chest. And the bolster can even scoot more in underneath you if you need that, to support the back. From here on, I'll just straighten the legs forward and let the feet roll out. Get that nice little stretch and elongation in the body. And you're breathing in and out. Stay with that. You can do other variation with your legs too, of course, if you like. Start to plant your feet back on the mat. Taking your hands alongside your ears and shoulders, maybe come up on the crown of the head. Pushing through the hands. You may be able to lift your chest up, rocking your body a little side to side, and then come down to rest. You can always modify when you do these things. You don't have to come all the way up into full wheel. Again, your hands can be by the side of you. You may straighten the arms or may not, You can rock a little back, right and forth, and right and left, and forth and back. Lifting those inner back shoulders and coming down and rest as you're breathing there. Go ahead and get rid of the bolster and the blanket. Plant the feet down on your mat. Scoot the arms in and under. Interlace your fingers if possible. Roll the upper arms and the chest into the mat. Lengthen out the abdomen. Stretching your chest towards your chin. Thighs and knees forward. Ground to the upper arms. And then roll down little by little. Now, if you like, again, you can come up into a bridge pose, sort of on the top of the head, and then you're grabbing on to your ankles. And you're moving your chest towards the back of the room where you're facing, and the legs to the front of the room. If you like, even plant the hands beside you and come all the way up into full Urdhva Dhanurasana, full wheel pose. You're still lifting those inner back shoulders, stretching the arms, and come down and rest. Now we're going to bend the left leg, slide that left foot back, beside the left hip, and then grab the right knee, grab the right shin, pull it in. You can also straighten up the right leg, or even take a strap around the right foot and hold it with either hand. You can use a strap as well as your right leg is lifted. Bring that right foot back down and go ahead and switch side. You can bend the right leg back, planting your left foot, pulling the left knee in, and also stretching down through the right leg, relaxing to the right thigh, the right shin bone there. You can also straighten up through the left leg, holding onto the foot, or again taking the strap around the foot as you're breathing, letting the shoulders relax back and down. Inhaling and exhaling. Continuously doing that. Stay with that one while. You can place your left foot back down on the mat, planting also the right. Once again, plant the hands, come up on the crown of your head, and maybe come up into full Urdhva Dhanurasana as you breathe. You kind of lift those inner back shoulders. You're going to roll the chest downward towards your hands. Lengthen your elbows up into the shoulder area. I even like the elbow bend out to the side and get my chest a little more forward, away from the legs. That's another way of doing that too. Then coming down to rest. Slow breaths in and out, relaxing little by little. Breathing. Again, you can plant your feet. When you're ready, bring your hands alongside your ears and come up again. Urdhva Dhanurasana. And again, stretching elbows up into the shoulders, roll the inner shoulders up towards the hips and the chest downward. Maybe come down to the crown of the head and back up a few times like that. Your little push-up thing. And you can bring your head closer to the legs every time. I even lift my heels up. Coming down when you're done and rest. As you stay there and breathe. Once again, coming up to Dhanurasana. Or even take your hands around the back of your head, interlacing your hands. And maybe even walk your feet a little more forward. And again, lifting those inner back shoulders up and roll the chest down and lengthen through the legs. Yes, as you breathe. Or maybe plant one foot and extending the right leg up towards the sky and switching the legs. You lift your hips up. Again, you roll the chest down. You lift the inner shoulders upward, back shoulders. As you bring your feet into that form, back bend, you plant the hands beside your ears and come down to rest. Collapsing your knees in towards one another, neutralizing your spine, the back of the head. Plant the feet, hands beside your ears and shoulders, pushing yourself up into wheel. In wheel here, extending the right leg up. It could be bent or straight right leg to the sky. I should lift the buttocks. And you do the other side too. Lengthening it up. Good. Coming down and resting your body. Sole of feet together, knees out wide. Pull the right leg in. And again, you can bend that left leg and bring the right leg up to the sky. See, second time around, maybe a little easier. Still releasing through the left leg, the left thigh, the left knee down and forward. And you're switching leg. Let that right leg relax as you're stretching up through the left leg. Coming down, a little twist over on your left side. And we can do the other side too. From here on, again, we'll make our way back to center. As you come back to center again, releasing down for the final pose, Shavasana. Again, allow the feet to roll out, torso to soften. Then letting your chest open up. And here, of course you can stay longer, otherwise we'll just turn off to one side, ground down through the hands, and make our way up to seated. And again, thanks for being open to try, open to learn, open to be here. Lots of love. Namaste. Bye. Have a great, great day. Bye.